Yo everybody, hope you guys doing well today. So, I actually really wanted to look at this year's Game Awards and look through all the different nominations. This was something that I didn't do last year, and I pretty much just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss this one as well, because I wanted to make some content in regards to like the nominations and stuff like that. So, this is something that I want to do for the next ones as well. And I know there's a bit of controversy. One of the ones that I personally just don't agree with is in the best fighting game one, but we'll get to that shortly. Okay, the first one, best esports team. I don't know enough about any of these to make a vote, so I'm just going to skip this one. Best esports athlete. Okay, I'm gonna skip this one again. I don't know enough about any of these. I'm only aware of like Faker, so I don't have the hindsight to really make a good opinion here. Same here with best esports game. Skip. Content creator of the year. The only person I know from this list is Queso. Oh, here we go. Most anticipated game. Out of all of these games here, the one that I'm really looking forward to the most is Monster Hunter Wilds. I did actually play Monster Hunter World, but I didn't really play it as much as I would have liked, and I kind of want to jump back into the series. But yeah, I don't think it's much of a surprise which game is going to win this one, and it's GTA 6. Like, honestly, this game is going to sell like crazy. I'm not sure if they're going to do GTA 6 online straight away, but there's going to be so many players playing this thing. Best adaptation. Okay, so we've got Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon, Yakuza, and Tomb Raider. With the Yakuza show on Amazon Prime, I tried to keep as open-minded as I possibly could, but like, I don't really think it's something that I would watch after my first time. Give it like a 6.5. I haven't watched Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft, but if I had to say which one's going to win, I'd probably say it's between Fallout and Arcane. I really enjoyed watching the Fallout show. And from what I know, people consider the Arcane show like an absolute masterpiece. I would love it to be Fallout, but I do think Arcane is going to win this one. For best multiplayer, I think the one that's going to take this one has to be Helldivers 2, in my opinion. I would love it to go to Tekken 8, but Helldivers 2 just did so good for so long that I just think it just has to go to them. Best sports / racing, I don't really know about this one, so I'm just going to skip. Best sim / strategy, there are a couple of games that I'm aware of, like Frostpunk 2 and Unicorn Overlord. I do actually own a physical copy of Unicorn Overlord, but I have yet to play it, so I don't really have my own opinion and I can't provide one for this. Best family game. Honestly, I think Astrobot could take this. When considering how well Astrobot has done, I am quite confident that it's going to take it over these other games. Best fighting. Here we go. I can understand why Sparking Zero's up here. Granblue's really good as well. It's good to see that this is up here. As well as the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, which I really need to play a lot more of. But I do think that Tekken 8 is going to take this. However, I do not like the fact that Multiverse is here again. The reason for that being is the fact that this already won the Best Fighting nomination for 2022. And this game at the time wasn't even in a full release, it was still in like a beta version, so to speak. And now that it's at a full release, it's up here again. I'm just personally not a massive fan of this. Uni 2 should have been here instead of this game, because that fighting game actually fully released, I believe, the end of January. And yeah, if this was me, I would have taken Multiverses out and I would have put Uni 2 in. Best RPG. Jesus, man, this is a rough one. I haven't played Dragon's Dogma 2, but I do own Metaphor. I need to play that next year. The Elden Ring expansion could take this, considering like how many people played the base game and then how many people are going to play the DLC. The DLC was massive. I'm honestly not sure which game would win this. Metaphor has a very high chance. Rebirth again has a very high chance. Considering how well Metaphor has done, honestly, this could win as well. And I want to say, I'm really happy that this is here. Like, I love the Yakuza series. I've been a fan of it for a very long time. I'm glad this is here, especially from a gameplay perspective. They improved so many things from Like a Dragon. I think it's going to be between Shadow of the Erdtree, Rebirth, or Metaphor. It's going to be close. Okay, we've got Best Action and Adventure next. A bit off topic, but I'm actually going to be streaming Silent Hill 2 Remake very soon, so I'll let you guys know when I stream this game. Okay, back on topic. I'm just thinking, is Astrobot going to sweep? I mean, it's going to take some awards for sure. If I'm being honest, I would want Lost Crown to win this. I'm quite surprised that a game like Stellar Blade isn't in this category, considering it's actually an action / adventure game. Let's give it to Lost Crown, why not? Okay, we found Wukong and Stellar Blade at least. A bit confusing. I don't think Call of Duty will win this one. I've not played this personally, but from what I've watched, this game looks fun as hell. I do think that of every game that's here, I do think that Black Myth Wukong will win this one. Okay, best VR / AR. I have not played a single one of these VR games, but Batman Arkham games, you can never go wrong with those. Same with the Metro games. These games are awesome, but I've not played the VR ones, so skip. Alright, best mobile game. I think this has to go to Balatro. I've heard that this game is just absolutely incredible. From what I understand, this is like a roguelike poker-themed game which already sounds very interesting. I'm almost tempted to buy this and understand why people love this so much. However, Xenoblade Zone Zero, again, that's a very big game. Wuthering Waves is also very big as well. Obviously, Pokemon is Pokemon. I'm not really aware of AFK Journey, but I do think Balatro will take this one. Best Debut Indie Game. Balatro could take this as well, but I do think for this award, it's going to be between these two games. Oh, right, okay, so the other one was the best debut indie game. This one is for the best indie game. I have never heard of these two games, so I can't really comment on them. I know Never's got really good visuals, but I do think it'll be the same as the last one. It'll be between Animal Well and Balatro. Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency and responsiveness inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. I know Baldur's Gate 3 has been getting patches, but I do think No Man's Sky would win this. I think it will win because of the amount of free content that it continues to dish out for its players. I think it should win. Okay, best ongoing. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Okay, it's got to be between Final Fantasy 14 or Fortnite. We are going to be seeing these two up here for a long period of time, so I think personally it's between these two right here. Games for Impact. I have not played any of these personally. I'm aware of Never. I'm aware of Life is Strange, but I've not played that game. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to skip this one. Innovation in accessibility. Let's go with Prince of Persia. Why not? Best performance. Awarded to an individual for voice acting, motion, and or performance capture. My nomination has to go to Brie. She has really done an amazing job across Remake and Rebirth. I have heard that Luke Roberts has done a really good job with James in Silent Hill 2 Remake, and I'm quite looking forward to seeing this when we stream the game. There is another actor that's not on here that I really want to give credit to, and it's John Bentley. What he has done with Barrett is just absolutely incredible. Honestly, his performance as Barrett is like one of the best things in Remake and Rebirth. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It's one of the things I love the most about Remake and Rebirth, is just how much work he's put into that character. And that's not to say that other actors have not done good jobs of their characters either. I just think his portrayal of Barrett is one of the things that really just stands out to me. Best audio design. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Yeah, I've not played Hellblade 1 or 2. Call of Duty audio design is always really good, and the same here with Astrobot. I actually think Silent Hill 2 Remake will take it, especially considering the unique audio experience you're gonna get when you play a game like Silent Hill 2. Oh, here we go. Best score and music. I want to talk about FF7 Rebirth's music, because holy shit. Like, there's so many tracks in this game, and not to mention the quality of each individual song is just incredible. All of the music from this game is just chef's kiss. And the other games too, like Astrobot, Silent Hill 2 Remake, and Stellar Blade, I imagine have really good songs too. However, Metaphor could also win. If you've played these JRPGs from Atlas, you know that Shoji Meguro does not miss. With games such as Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2, Nocturne, Persona 2, 3, 4, and 5, for example, I still think that Rebirth will win, but if it goes to Metaphor, I will not be surprised. Okay, the next one we have here is Best Art Direction. All of these here have really amazing art direction, but I don't see anything else winning apart from Shadow of the Erdtree. I will honestly be shocked if this didn't win, because I think this will 100% take it. Best Narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Similar to before, I can't really talk about Hellblade 2 because I've not actually played it. I can't really have a comment on how good the storytelling is and the narrative development of any game that I haven't played. So I can't really talk about Hellblade 2, I can't talk about Metaphor. Granted, I have played Rebirth, but it's not the full story yet, like it's only part of the puzzle, so to speak. But goddamn, this game is just so good. The only two games I can really talk about here with full confidence is Rebirth and Infinite Wealth. But in terms of what's going to win this award, I'm not actually sure. I think this could go either way. Best Game Direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. All of these games have a lot of creative vision. I would like it to go to Rebirth, but I could see any of these games here taking it. It could go to Astrobot, it could go to Elden Ring, it could go to Balatro. We're going to have to wait and find out for this one. And here we are, finally, the big one, the Game of the Year. This is where the main controversy resides, and it's the fact that Shadow of the Erdtree is nominated for Game of the Year. Don't get me wrong, the DLC itself is like incredible, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, it was an amazing experience. My issue is that Shadow of the Erdtree is an expansion of the base game of Elden Ring. It doesn't sit well with me that an expansion of a game that won Game of the Year in 2022 is in contention of Game of the Year in 2024. I have no problem with Shadow of the Erdtree being in the other nominations, but it just shouldn't be here. For me, I would love this to go to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This game has given me the best experience across all of the games that I've played this year, and I would like for this to win. Astrobot could very well win Game of the Year. Metaphor also has a chance. It would be very interesting if Balatro actually won Game of the Year. I did enjoy playing Black Myth Wukong as well. I had a fun time playing this game. But yeah, it just wouldn't sit well with me if this expansion won Game of the Year. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This is something that I want to do for the many years to come. Let me know in the comments what would you have for Game of the Year as well as the other nominations. If you want to drop a like or subscribe, that's completely up to you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.